my name is Brittany Way. I did a mirror meditation today. My experience was very interesting. It was very telling for me. When I stared at myself in a mirror, I became restless very quickly. My mind started to wander. I wasn't really able to really look at myself. I did, but then my mind would wander. And then I got bored because I felt it was a little bit too long of staring at myself. And then there was a time when I had to look up and look at the person in front of me. And that was when, for me, the fun started. I love the interaction. I can feel the energy that's within me, compassion and the love come up. And as my expression, I'm pretty sure my expression have changed. I started to smile, I felt happy, and I see the other person also reacting the same way. And it was just a circuit of energy, and I thought that was a fun interaction, and I really love that. And as soon as I was told to look back in a mirror, I saw that second of what I look like when I felt the love and compassion for myself. I look completely different from the beginning when I had to see myself in a mirror. And I look so beautiful. I look so happy. I felt like I look like sunshine. And I really, really, really love that. And now I know what I look like when I'm really happy and in tune with myself and have that love and compassion. I learned that I actually can do that with myself when I look at others as opposed to looking at myself in the mirror. So I actually had a lot of fun in this session. Thank you.
I'm Patrick. This was my first time doing mirror meditation. Friends had done it before and suggested that we come. And Dr. Well did a very excellent job introducing the subject and answering some questions. And the room itself was set up, I thought, in a very nice manner with plenty of room, comfortable. We had a lot of people participating. I think we had over 50 people participating. And everyone kept a very nice space, very calm, quiet space. We got to mirror meditate, looking at ourselves and meditating, which I found very, very interesting. Very different from my usual self-perception. It helped to raise my awareness. And then we spent some time meditating with a partner across the table, which then changed that awareness, and then meditating again with the mirror. And all three were different, which I found very, very interesting and very enlightening.
My name is Jennifer, and this was a very unique experience. I'm an only child, so I have a very comfortable, so I thought, relationship with my personal gaze in the mirror, but the cues that Dr. Well was able to provide allowed me to notice and live with what I wasn't allowing myself to be aware of, and that juxtaposed with then sharing the gaze with another and then contextualizing that back into my gaze brought so much compassion for myself into my beingness that I never really realized before until now. And it's overwhelming, the feeling, and I look forward to exploring this more with her guidance. I really feel that it was how she languaged the experience makes it so profound that she's really onto something, and I'm very honored to know her and be a part of it, and I will definitely be doing this again, so thank you.
My name's Rebecca. I'm a student at Barnard College. I'm a dancer, so I'm so used to being in front of the mirror all the time, looking at myself in the mirror, and I never really process those times, or it never really seems very significant to me. Usually I think it's about looking at my face, my body in pieces, almost like Well described it as like an object when you see yourself in the mirror. But I think in this process it brought a whole nother layer behind that. I think it was so the opposite of seeing yourself as an object, which kind of takes out all the compassion. Instead, it was looking past that, looking past just your physical features, but really looking more inside and finding really, it puts you in the position to say, like, what do you see when you look at yourself in the mirror? And I found that really, really impactful. I think that especially the way when we did look up from the mirror and saw the other person in front of us, and I found it, hearing that, like allowing yourself to let them see you really was really, really powerful. And once she said that, so much easier to do, to just be there, be present, looking at this other person and them seeing you as the way that you saw yourself in the mirror. And I'm very eager to explore this process more, and I think leaving here and going outside into my daily life, it'll still sit with me. And I think when I see myself in the mirror other times, like, I think I'll use that as more of my meditation every day. So thank you, it's been a great experience.
My name is Josie Fazzino, and I'm a student at Columbia. And my mirror meditation journey started around, I would say, 2 months ago. And I initially started with the 28-day mirror meditation. And my first experience was rather challenging and very confrontational. And I wasn't sure if I would be able to even continue doing it. But I decided to just be patient and try again. And when I tried again, I felt different. And I kept on going with the challenge. And I realized I was being able to find a sense of grounding and a person who I can actually rely on and be there for me, which is actually myself and my own reflection. And I tapped into that recently when I had a final, and I was very anxious, and I've had previous situations with anxiety. And I was really anxious and nervous about taking this test, and I walked into the restroom in the building, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I just remembered my whole experience that I've been cultivating with the mirror meditation. And looking at myself, I was able to ground myself and just feel like it's going to be okay. I can actually do this. And that was one of the moments when I realized I really appreciated the accessibility of mirror meditation. Compared to like other meditations I've tried, like body scan or just laying down on your back and sitting in a space. The mirror meditation is very accessible, and I can access it at different moments and throughout my day when I'm not feeling well. And even when I'm feeling well, it's a sense of reassurance that I get looking at my own reflection. And I felt that actually today again when I was introduced to a new experience, which was looking at my partner's reflection, or looking at my partner in the eye across the table. And I felt slightly nervous and uncomfortable because I was looking at someone else. And once we had switched our gaze back to the mirror, I actually felt very comfortable, and I realized that my initial first ever experience with the mirror meditation, I was very uncomfortable with myself, but now it's actually where I go back to feel comfortable, even when the external world is staring at me or looking at me and I'm feeling nervous about others and how they see me or perceive me. I look at myself and my reflection, and I feel like everything's going to be fine, and I feel comfortable. And I feel like that was a moment that I realized I am able to feel comfortable in my own skin looking at my reflection, and I really appreciated that.
My name is Aleksandra, and this was my first time at Tara's mirror meditation. I came here with an intention to open my heart or keep it open, and what I have found in this meditation actually is the love that I have for others, how it can reflect in myself. So I've had those glimpses at looking at myself in the mirror and reflecting the love or seeing the love in me and for me as well. So that is my biggest takeaway from today and from the meditation, is having that feeling that I can really love myself the way I love others. So I think that's my experience.
Hi, I'm Kiana Love. I'm the founder of Be Wild Woman. I'm an energy healer, and it's been inspiring, and it's been very moving to be a part of the mirror meditation. I hold a grounding space for the participants, and I've also gotten to participate. I just practicing with the mirror, and I've really enjoyed witnessing people's experience, seeing them come in. Some people very confident, some people coming from, I don't know what in the world I'm doing here, to seeing each person have a transformative experience in very different ways. Some people, it's like, well, this is something that I can just take with me and do a little bit more of working with the mirror, or, you know, somebody going, that was a very interesting, different way to look at it. There was something I didn't expect. In general, everybody has something that they didn't expect to experience. It's something, it's not quite as simple as people think it would be. And to the people that, wow, it just completely changed their life, and they're going to, you know, to really take this on. So I would encourage everyone to try it, everyone to look at this perspective, and especially if you get an opportunity to do this with Tara, because she has a wonderful way of taking you through this journey to make you think about it, to pause, to also to do it in your own way, to kind of consider looking at yourself in a different way, or letting go of how you have been, or it's just it's going to be your own experience, and I highly encourage you to check it out.